unbelievably hard venue playing host to this game between the Macau Black Bears and San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. How do you like this gym, TK?
It's a great gym. I mean, you like the atmosphere, and the fans are really crowding up here right now, giving a better experience. Just feel like this is a great place to play basketball.
Absolutely, and watch out for this venue. It will seem very, very familiar because this is also one of the venues where the FIBA World Cup 2019 will be played in. And it's very interesting. Hey, tomorrow it's going to be the draw for that over in Shenzhen. So that's something also to look forward to.
Yeah, but it's a great experience for these guys in the ABL to be able to be among the first players to play here. Actually, already one game was already played here, as you were calling. So it's just a great experience all around for everyone.
Right now, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas still up by 5. But the Black Bears starting to come alive here. They are finally seeing their shots fall.
Yeah, and that's how the Black Bears have been. Sometimes they start out slow. And for teams that are watching this game, or coaches that are watching this game, scouting, you're gonna watch how you got to really focus on how the Black Bears just kind of build up their momentum in these certain circumstances. What do they do to force turnovers? What do they do to start locking up teams down?
Let's see what Parks can do against Spencer. Ray to the cutting Urbis Tondo. The fire ball kicks it back out to Abelona. A second to shoot on their shot clock. Abelona beats the buzzer with that 3.
Just bailing out Alab Pilipinas right there in that situation. I think the Macau Black Bears did a pretty good job locking that down and slowing the ball movement, but just bailing out that long 3.
I saw the sigh on McKinney's face. He said, really? That's going to happen? Liu trying to get it back. Unsuccessful. Alab pushing the pace. Abelona. Oh, looks like he hurt his hamstring there. Still down on the floor. And play will have to be stopped. There are already several players down and out for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and this is brewing trouble for them.
And if you're Alab Pilipinas, this has got to be one of the worst things that can happen. A slight sign of an injury for anyone on their roster. They're already 8 players deep, only 8 players deep in this game, but a good sign here is that Abelona is up on his own feet, walking around. So it seems like nothing serious.
He lost control of the basketball and fell down immediately. But he will stay on the floor. So at least that's something good. It's a good sign for Coach Jimmy Alapag and his troops.
A big sigh of relief by all of the Alab Pilipinas faithful. They're already shorthanded as is. They cannot afford anything else to shorten down their roster here in this final stretch of the season.
The Macau Black Bears are complaining about something on the game clock right now. I'm just not sure what it is. They're all pointing towards the clock. I'm not sure if they're asking if it should be 24 seconds on the shot clock, which I think should be, because they stopped the play right after the basket was made by the Macau Black Bears. It was a layup from Spencer. That was a good shot. And so the score right now, 27-21. Abelona. They're swinging it for Bistondo. Shied away from the baseline. Abelona gets control of it. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Kyung-son, good move, but it comes up short.
That was great defensive rotation there by Alab Pilipinas, just moving their feet quickly.
A foul before the shot was put up by Spencer.
And right there, we got a wedgie. Shout out to the starters. One of those rare occurrences where the ball just sticks right in the part between the rim and the backboard there.
Were they the one who coined that term wedgie for that?
I guess they made it popular at least.
That's right.
You got to give them credit for that.
Wedgie count #1 for the starters. 19 seconds remaining on the shot clock for Macau, and you're already sensing Warwick Spencer starting to get his confidence, starting to gain momentum here. And remember how it was him and McKinney who really allowed the Macau Black Bears to put up a good fight against Mono Vampire just the other day.
Yeah, you have to remember that this is just his second game, and this is a court that they have not been practicing in, so he's still getting used to everything here. Right there, he's showing that he's eating up.
You know what the article will tell you? Basketball is basketball. Wherever you play it. Albano doesn't get his jumper. Watkins, the best rebounder in the league in this tournament, getting one there. Although he hasn't scored any points yet, he will try against the Ramos-less San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and immediately as we call upon his name, he delivers.
And good recognition by the Macau Black Bears to start taking advantage of that size difference. They know that Watkins is a bigger body, just keep on throwing it down to him. It might collapse the defense and create opportunities for the shooters as well.
And what a surge for the Macau Black Bears with that offensive foul called on Rivero. Possession goes back to the Black Bears, and they have a chance to get the lead for the first time in this game. And immediately to the response of Coach Jimmy Alapag, sending PJ Ramos back onto the game. It's been a 7-0 run here for Macau. Alley-oop deflected. Ball will stay, however, with the Black Bears.
Great awareness there by Sumalino, which is closing in from the weak side and stopping the pass down low.
Let's see what the Black Bears can come up with here. Leong, hand off to McKinney, being chased by Albano. Only 3 seconds remaining, and Ethan Albano had to give up the foul.
It's such a difficult guy to guard by McKinney. Whenever he starts picking up steam towards the basket, he's so quick and shifty. You just really have to figure out where he's going up ahead.
7.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's McKinney getting to the basket once again, but the rim refuses to take his shot in. Albano speedy to their side, leaves it for Sumalinos. Gets blocked there by Watkins. Running start for Macau. McKinney to the corner. Leung for the lead. Money on the three.
Just gotta love that by Mike McKinney. He had a good opportunity at the basket, but passed it up for just a better shot by Jennings Leung in the corner.
And McKinney understanding how important it's going to be for his teammates to get involved. Albano, great escape to the basket off the spin.
What a move there by Albano, just forcing hard to the right side and going back to his dominant left hand.
Action picking up here as Spencer drains another triple for Macau. You mentioned how important three-point shooting is for the Black Bears. It's starting to show here in the second.
All they have to do is just maintain that intensity on defense.
How about that, TK? Off the glass, it's good for Urbistondo.
It's classic Josh right there.
He just finds ways to get three-point shots to fall in. Spencer out to Watkins. Ryan Watkins comes up short. He's been looking for that shot since yesterday. Urbistondo lets it fly again! Money on the three!
Heat check there by Urbistondo. And he's on fire right now.
La Flama Joshua here in Foshan. 35-32. It's been a shootout here in the second quarter. But San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, particularly Ethan Albano, has yet to find ways to stop Mike McKinney without fouling him. That brings Alab Pilipinas to penalty situation. And now Coach Jimmy Alapag will deploy Ray Parks as the initial defender of McKinney. There's a foul away from the basketball, a 3-second violation rather, on Chan Jong Chan.
And that's an area that the Macau Black Bears have been doing well, I mean, in terms of holding down their turnovers during this run to come back into the game. But once they start turning the ball over, that really throws off their entire game, whether it's on either side of the floor.
Ray Parks getting creative there. McKinney was fronting him, and Parks tried to sneak under, and kind of tied himself up under the arms of McKinney, forcing the referees to call a foul.
Yeah, and Macau Black Bears have got to watch for that matchup between McKinney and Ray Parks. He's their number 2 option, and they got to really watch out for those fouls.
Ramos, look at that move. Card-like with that spin.
He's just so nimble for a big guy like that, as you can see in his shots as well. There's a lot of skill.
Now it's the Black Bears on offense. Spencer, quick triple. Front of the rim. Rebound Parks. Orbistondo once again, the hot hand for the Filipinos here in this quarter. Ramos would like to join the three-point party. And he does so. PJ Ramos, what an explosion too in the first half. He's got 12 points already. And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has hit 8 3-pointers. We still have 4 and 54 left in the first half.
We have to be aggressive, guys.
Handedly brought Macau Black Bears back into the game. But when Alab Pilipinas built another 8-point advantage, he got frustrated. And as we went into timeout, he hit one of the A boards by their benches, causing the referee to call a technical foul on him. And that's why Josh Orbistondo is on his way to the free throw line to try and get, listen to this, his 16th point here in the first half.
Well, Josh Orbistondo, once he lights it up, he really can't do that. And 16 points would tie his season high. He scored 16 against the Hong Kong Eastern basketball team back on January 27th.
I think Josh has plans on getting 82 points here today.
Well, that would be something special for this game in this arena.
And he does tie his career high with that free throw. And that's 5 3-pointers for Orbistondo. On top of that, 1 free throw getting him his 16 points.
And Josh is a guy that can light up so quickly, as we saw in his first stint in the ABL with the Singapore Stingers. He had 7 threes in the finals. He's just a really hot shooter.
Spencer to McKinney. That guy is fired up as well. As you see, that
McKinney right now is 17.
Mike McKinney is heated up here. Parks losing the basketball. Young with a running start. Only Sumalino to beat. Involves Spencer. DeWarrick gets it to roll in.
It's a nice move there, and also nice recognition by Jennings to see some wings streaking up ahead of him as well.
Ramos will get the defender to buy the fake. A dribble in, the jumper short.
And imagine a guy that is 7'3", getting a ball that far away and being able to get your defender to fall for your pump fakes. That's just an advantage. And it's so good for Alab Pilipinas.
And look at him play defense, completely shutting the door on Watkins.
Watkins, what a game. He's been struggling so badly today right now. Macau Black Bears just hope that he can pick it up further in the second half. He's not been doing well turning the ball over or setting the rhythm for his teammates on offense.
Watkins has been struggling here in this game. He only has 2 points, although he already has 10 rebounds. And against a 7'3" PJ Ramos, that's very, very impressive. McKinney unable to get that jumper. A difficult one.
Credit the defense of Bobby Ray Parks there, just sticking in front of him, standing his ground and not falling one way.
Orbistondo, Sumalino, the kick out. Parks, 3, no good. Ray Parks also a struggle for him.
What a pass that was by Sumalino, just hanging in the air, catching a wide open Parks in the corner.
I'm very interested at how friendly Watkins and Ramos are in this game. Also McKinney. You know, PJ, you see him with other imports of other teams. He does not let them intimidate his team or anything, but he's friends with McKinney and Watkins. We'll have to ask him about that later. Right now we have a timeout, still a 4-point lead for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. McKinney and the Warriors combining 29 of the 37 points on the Black Bears, but their other partner in Ryan Watkins kind of slowed down on offense, matched up against that giant, PJ Ramos. Ramos has 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Playing today as the lone import of the defending champion San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
For Macau, they don't really rely on Watkins to score that much, but it's been the other aspects on the offensive side of the floor where he hasn't really helped the offensive flow of the Black Bears, and that really needs to pick up.
Albano will shoot. In the corner, doesn't get it to go. McKinney grabs the board, and he will let Leung set things up. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Spencer gets it at the top, hand off to McKinney. White making his move, bumping into Parks. Just not getting the shot. Well, he will head to the line to collect the pair.
And that's the first foul on Parks. So he's been doing a pretty good job on Mike McKinney. As good as anyone can probably in this league. He has the foot speed and the length, the size to match up pretty well against this talented guard. But he's just so difficult to stop.
What is it about his game that makes him the deadliest, arguably the deadliest offensive player we've seen in the ABL?
He just has the handles to be able to go in any direction at any moment. He has the speed, and he has decisive strength, a deceptive strength, just being able to absorb contact and letting off his shot as well.
Mike McKinney now pushing 19 points. Marks 1-on-1 against Spencer. Sumalino, short jumper, no good. Look at McKinney push that basketball. No numbers though. Finally, they have it. McKinney, the step back, the three-pointer. Oh boy! Mike McKinney putting on a show.
There's just nothing more you can do about that.
Look at that. Everything you use to describe his game on full display. The speed, the shiftiness, the strength to step back and to get that shot up. Makes it through the foul. And once again, McKinney can get the lead back for Macau. Unable though. We are tied at 41. What a show this has been in the first half.
And again, it's been the McKinney show for Macau Black Bears. Just a joy to watch that guy play.
Ramos running into trouble. Sumalino from deep. Has been missing. Watkins collecting another board. That's his 12th. Spencer crossover. Getting rid of Sumalino. Does get the bounce. And it's Macau back on top, 43-41. Under 2 minutes left in the second period. They go down low to Tiongson. The pass to Sumalino. Now it's Ramos. And a 3-second violation called on Tiongson. Looking at how unstoppable Mike McKinney has been here in the first half, who do you think is the best option for Coach Jimmy Alapag to put on him on defense?
I still feel like Bobby Ray Parks is doing the best job he can on a guy like McKinney, even though he picks him a foul there. It's just so difficult to guard that guy.
Ray Parks picking up his second foul.
Though an option that Coach Jimmy might try to go to is Kalen Johnson. He's known to be a great defensive stopper, can guard practically all 5 positions, which he has done in this league ever since last year. I think, and they're both teammates from last season, so maybe he'll know some tricks to stop this guy from having practice with him. We'll see if Coach Jimmy goes to that, or if he doesn't want to rush Johnson back after coming off an injury. But right now, Ray Parks has already picked up a second foul. Might have to try something else soon.
Very early in this game, the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas got a 13-point lead as they rushed out to a 9-0 start. And they just caught fire. Bistonto has hit 5 3-pointers already. But the Macau Black Bears just fought and fought and fought, and they are now ahead by 4. Here's Alab. Parks getting that pick from Tongson. Sumalino getting past the defense. What an escape from Chris Sumalino.
It's a nice move there, and you saw Ryan Watkins hesitate to help because you know the second that he comes over, he gets a pass to people Ramos easily.
And Spencer got hit on the face by Ramos. That will be 2 free throws for the Warwick. Look at this move from Sumalino. He just caught Chan with his foot planted on the ground.
Chan has got to do a better job on that because the other guys are not going to be able to collapse to help on Sumalino. Especially for guys who can really shoot like Ramos or Ray Parks.
What are the drastic styles of play, the drastic differences in the styles of play of Spencer and Tucker, and how do they affect the entire game of the team?
As we've seen here in these past 2 games, Spencer doesn't really drag out the possession as much as Tucker. Tucker really likes to look out for those screens, just play around with him, get 1, get 2, just look out for those open spots. But Spencer has been more straightforward, to the point, just slashing towards the basket and getting layups.
That's ours! That's ours!
Loose ball, it's out of bounds, and it will go Macau's way. 45.3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Johnson now tasked to guard Watkins. You said it earlier that he's capable of guarding multiple positions. Now having to play the center position for Alab Pilipinas. McKinney hits it to fall.
What can you do against this?
He dropped 50 points the last time Macau faced Alab Pilipinas, and he's trying to look for the same here today. That man already pushing 23 points. Check that, make that 25 points.
So he's right on pace just to get back there. Right now, a lot of fouls are being called on all of it. It just shows you how difficult it is to just guard guys like the Warwick Spencer or Mike McKinney, who the Macau Black Bears have been going to over and over again in this second quarter.
And a technical foul has also been slapped on Alab Pilipinas coach Jimmy Alabag. He wasn't happy with the fouls that have been called on them. 9 fouls have been whistled on Alab Pilipinas trying to defend just Mike McKinney. And he definitely is one of the guys who draws the most number of fouls in this league, just with how he is able to penetrate and expose the defense every single time.
It's just difficult to stay in front of him, and once you're able to do that, he just spins away in the other direction. And a lot of times you're just caught trying to reach out to him, and that causes a lot of fouls.
Now it's a 6-point lead for the Black Bears, the largest that they have enjoyed in this game. It's a 7-point lead rather. Marks out to Torres. Thomas to Sumalino. 3-pointer, still nothing for Sumalino. He has been trying. McKinney pushing the basketball. Now it's Spencer. Torres in front of him. Only 8 seconds on the clock. Spencer to the cutting Liu. Ball taken away, and that's a foul on Liu Zihao. Spencer apologizing for that turnover.
It was a pretty difficult pass there from Spencer into Liu Zihao. It was a little bit too low, and once you get the ball down there in the middle of the paint like that, you kind of want to be able to take the ball and be ready to go up for the 2 points. Not exactly the best ideal pass for Spencer.
3.3 seconds remaining on the clock as Torres heads to the line for a pair of freebies. Macau already in penalty. Some clarifications here by the officials. Actually, both coaches approached the referees. They were asking about some clarifications. Coach Jimmy's still unhappy with that call earlier, I believe. And a technical foul again. Oh, they did not shoot the technical free throw earlier. So that's quite weird now, because the play went on already. Definitely we heard the technical foul called on Coach Jimmy Alabag a while ago, but the referees did not let Macau shoot a free throw, and after the game went on, now they let the Black Bears take that freebie, and Spencer calmly sank it. I guess that's also what upset Coach Jimmy Alab. And at the same time, it's a gray area. I mean, I don't think it's his fault that Macau did not shoot a free throw. I don't think it's Macau's fault either that they weren't given that free throw.
At least everything was able to be resolved right now instead of letting it be dragged on later.
Torres makes 2 of his 2 free throws. 3.3 seconds. Can McKinney work some more magic? And a violation. He couldn't get it behind his back, and so the ball will go back to San Miguel Pilipinas with 1.8 seconds remaining. They will try to come up with something here, down by 6 points. With less than 2 seconds remaining in the first half. McKinney will be pulled out of the game, well, at least for the first half. Alvano puts it up. First half, TK. It's the Macau Black Bears coming from behind to take this 6-1. We'll talk more about what happened in the first 20 minutes of action here. We will also bring you the third period. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with ABL 9.